most of the nutritional stuff you see on YouTube is baloney. I'm going to tell you why. My name is Dr. Story. I've been a chiropractor for over 23 years. I'm going to give you realistic advice based on my experience. Most of the stuff I see on YouTube and Google is just absolutely ridiculous. I do not understand why there is such confusion. I never knew that a carrot was terrible for you, or broccoli was bad, or a raisin was bad, until I went on YouTube and discovered that there is so much controversy over these things. You could literally produce a YouTube video about and say carrots are good for you, and you'll get so many people, angry people, just wanting to destroy you in the comments section on a carrot. And then on the flip side, you can say have a piece of turkey, and then you'll get a whole nother group of people that are angry with you and just want to tear your head off. And it's kind of funny, but the reality is that when you're dealing with patients, when you have a patient in front of you who is asking legitimate questions, people are confused. I would hate to be a patient these days because you cannot win. If you are doing keto or you're a full-fledged plant-based vegan, you can't win in today's society. It is impossible. So I have patients that sometimes I will give advice to, but for the most part, when people are so confused, you're just another person giving advice. But I'm going to give you what I feel is the truth about nutrition. Most of it is bull. It's just stupid. People are just trying to make something out of nothing. It can't be, one group cannot be right, because let me tell you, there's a whole group of people that tell you you should be putting organic butter in your coffee and then only eating once per day, but eating a big piece of steak. Those people, what happens? Their cholesterol goes down, their blood sugar goes down, their diabetes improves, they lose tremendous amounts of weight, and they have more energy than they've ever had. But then, on the other side of the equation, you have people eating donuts, Sprite, and Domino's pizza, saying carb up, and all you need is to eat plant-based foods, and they won't even eat a raisin. What is going on? Because those people will also improve their cholesterol scores, improve their blood sugar, they will also lose weight, and if they show a little bit of muscle or something like that, they get views on YouTube. So clearly, if there was a right diet, it's got to be one or the other, because both of those I'm giving two extremes. Here's my take on this. The reason why everybody's getting healthy with all these diets is because what they're doing is they're eliminating most crappy food. My philosophy on diet for patients is, if it had a parent, you should eat it. In other words, if it is a chicken, a fish, beef, turkey, those types of things, you can eat those, because when you go and buy those products at the supermarket or you get them in other places, what can happen is it doesn't come with an ingredient list. If you buy, let's say you buy turkey, and it's got 12 actual ingredients to that turkey, and none of them you can pronounce, and none of them actually sound like food. It actually looks like it was made in a lab. You're buying processed meats. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about fresh meat. Then, if you eat vegetables, if you eat broccoli, carrots is a big one, raisins is a big one. I've seen things on YouTube where people are arguing about whether chocolate raisins are actually vegan or not, because chocolate is not vegan. I mean, you can go nuts with this stuff. But the thing is that if you buy raisins, carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, celery, whatever, it doesn't come with an ingredient list. Fruit, does not come with an ingredient list. And fruit is a big, hot topic right now. You want to inflame people, get people up in arms and upset, and basically get your YouTube numbers up so people are viewing it. Tell people you ate a piece of fruit. People will freak out, man. So what ends up happening is all the things that I just described, meat products, vegetables, fruit, don't come with an ingredient list. But if you buy Cheerios, if you buy bars, if you buy things that come in packages and will have a shelf life that goes on for a couple years, you read those ingredients, that isn't food, man. You got to eat natural food. Trust me, I have patients well into their 300 pounds. These people that come into my office that weigh over 300 pounds, they're not eating high glycemic index carrots and potatoes. They're not eating too much fruit. No one's getting fat off eating raisins. These people that I see that are suffering are not suffering because they're eating meat, vegetables, and fruit. They're eating processed, crappy foods. And that is the reason why, whether you're a staunch vegan or a staunch meat eater, both of you will probably end up being healthy, because in both cases you actually have more similarities than you realize, and that is you are not eating processed, crappy food.